In every Yamaha review, you have heard people barely acknowledge the RS660 as a potential competitor and an occasional, "Oh, it's got more tech, but it's expensive." That is true, but I think it deserves a little more due diligence than that if you are considering buying one and want to know what are the true pros and cons of each bike. First off, looks. We all want a motorcycle that looks gorgeous. You know, when you park your bike and you're walking away from it and then you want to look back at it one more time to see how beautiful she is. Or when you go to a Sunday morning ride or that bike night event, you want people to look at your bike and go, "Could I take a picture?" Yeah, the RS660 is that bike. And the R7 is not bad, but it's just like all the other sport bikes in the parking lot. The sound. If you're a lover of the V4 sound of the Aprilia RS V4 or the Ducati V4, Aprilia have somehow managed to make a parallel twin sound similar, especially at higher RPMs. The R660 would win you over any day. The R7 sounds pretty much like the MT-07, which is fun for sure, but not as exotic. But then, that's my personal opinion. Getting into the practical stuff. While looks and sounds are the initial draw, in the long run, we do want the motorcycle to be comfortable to ride. And that is what both Yamaha and Aprilia claim to have done to these bikes. Yamaha says they designed the rider's triangle between the R6 and the R3. Aprilia claims they designed the rider's triangle between the R6 and the Ninja 650. The R660 also has much more adjustability in the rear suspension, so on paper, it could be more comfortable than the R7. But the ergonomics would be different for different riders depending on your body structure. So I would recommend test riding or at least sitting on both bikes back to back to determine which one feels more comfortable to you. Because numbers and diagrams are fine, but motorcycling is more about how you feel riding it. Now let's get into the rider aids. The R7 and the R660 both have an assist and slipper clutch, which is a great feature that makes the clutch pull lighter. You don't have to worry about the rear wheel locking up under aggressive downshifts, but that is where the similarity ends. R7 has an optional quick shifter that only does upshifts. The R660 has a bi-directional one. For the street, you don't really need either. It's only a convenience at best. At the track, however, the time it takes to pull the clutch in and rev match before you downshift would cause you to lose precious time. So if you're going to take it to the track, the R660's advantage would become more valuable. I might have started sounding like an Aprilia fanboy, but wait till the end. I will tell you very real-world downsides that make the decision a little harder. The electronics package the R660 has is mind-boggling. Forget the R7, no other bike in the category holds a candle to the Aprilia. Even some leader bikes do not have all that stuff. Question is, do you need all those rider aids? Are they going to be useful in the real world? On the street, long rides, highways, wheelies, stoppies, burnouts, you know, the fun stuff. Short answer is absolutely yes. When you want to try a drag race at the local drag strip, the wheelie control would be an advantage. You want to pull a stoppie? Switching ABS to level 1 will let you do that. You want to feel confident about trying trail braking into a corner? The IMU based ABS got your back. It's rainy out there and you don't want to worry about losing grip on the street? Traction control would manage it for you. You want to go on a long ride? It's got cruise control. You have 5 riding modes on this bike for different riding conditions. Do we need all that in the real world? If we want to enjoy motorcycle riding, keep it fun, and still be safe while doing it, well yeah, we need all we can get. And this is where the price comparison comes in. The R7 with the upshifts only quick shifter costs $9,200, and the Aprilia with more useful tech than more expensive bikes costs $11,300. So a $2,100 difference for a premium bike, all that electronics, more power, better, safer streetability, more capability at the track, lighter and better handling. It's worth more than the price difference. So the value for money proposition of the Aprilia is actually better than the Yamaha for what you're getting. So am I saying the Aprilia 660 is the better bike? Hell yeah, without a doubt. However, is that the only thing that would matter in the buying decision? Not exactly. For one, the price difference would price out a lot of buyers. It may not fit budgets. And two, Aprilias are known to lack reliability. If you watch any Aprilia R660 review or go to an Aprilia forum, they will mention things that are already not working on a brand new bike. That's not good. And number 3, when things do go wrong and you want after-sales support, Aprilia does not have enough service network. Not in the US, not in Canada, not in India. At least those are the countries I know about. So unless you're that lucky guy who happens to have an Aprilia dealership nearby, you'll have to think of logistics every time you need something done to the bike. What makes it worse is that it's a completely new bike from the ground up, and Aprilia is notorious for parts availability issues and delays, and you won't even be able to go to your trusted local mechanic to get work done because it's an Aprilia and there aren't a lot of people who are familiar with them. So high service and parts cost is the bigger concern than the actual price of the bike itself. The R7 owner, on the other hand, would enjoy the ease of access, the parts availability, friends and local mechanics who can help out whenever stuff needs to be done to the bike. So from a practical, long-term use and peace of mind perspective, the Aprilia loses. Like I said, it makes the decision harder. Which compromise are you going to accept? Are you willing to deal with the service issues so you could have a better, more exotic bike? Or would you rather have the trusted Yamaha in your garage? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe for more motorcycle content. This is Faraz, keeping it short and sweet.